I'm going to try and make this a quick video because I had some thoughts this morning and I wanted to make a separate video altogether. I ended the last video highlighting the moments just after JFK's assassination. And I wanted to make sure everybody knows that I was not making light of that moment in any way, shape, or form by poking fun at LBJ's tragically unfortunate looking wife. That's what you want to call her. Anywho, Mrs. Kennedy was far too elegant and regal and refined to do such a thing. But if a person or persons have reached a diabolical level of manipulation and corruption, I have no problem calling it like I see it. And the truth is, they knew exactly what happened. They knew exactly what was going to happen. And they knew exactly what was going to happen after. So please save the whole Lee Harvey Oswald shot Kennedy with a magic bullet. Think about that, guys. Think about this is how stupid they think we are. They expect us to believe a magic bullet was shot from the 6th-story window of the Texas School Book Depository, right? How many yards away? How many hundreds of yards away? They expect us to believe that he shot off one bullet that shot 8 people, went through a windshield, took a U-turn, chipped a tree, ricocheted off the sidewalk, and then bounced to an eventual stop on a grassy knoll and just parked itself there. Magic bullet. It's freaking ridiculous. But the people coming up with and releasing those highly publicized new theories all the time are the same people trying to cover up who actually was responsible for it. Now, I'm not an expert in the JFK assassination. I have only done surface level research. Some people know every intricate detail. I am not one of them. However, I do know quite a bit, but I still do not feel like I'm an expert in this arena. But I got a lot of questions, like, who is J.D. Tippit? Officer J.D. Tippit. And who's the umbrella man? And how many frames were actually removed from the official Zapruder film? I mean no disrespect by saying this, but if you still believe in the fairy tale that some random psychopath shot one bullet, accomplished all of that, was almost immediately arrested and then assassinated on live television with no blood on the shirt, hello, then I would highly encourage you, please wake up, because believing lies like that and the many, many, many other lies that we've been fed is part of the reason this country and this world has fallen into chaos. When you tell a lie and believe a lie, it actually perpetuates more darkness in this world. And that's a metaphysical, spiritual thing. But it's very real. Maybe you don't believe in that kind of stuff. I do, because I know it's true. The truth doesn't care about our feelings, guys. The truth can be amazing. The truth can hurt. And the truth can set you free. Sometimes both at the same time. I highly encourage everyone. Use your own mind and your own set of God-given skills from the Creator himself. Your own brain, your own heart, your own gut instincts, all of it. Does that magic bullet theory really seem real? Does any of it seem real? Please seek the truth in not only this situation, but every situation. In this particular instance, this moment in time changed the course of this country and everyone residing in it in more ways than we can even imagine. And until every lie that we've ever been told is rolled back and set straight with the truth, we will experience more and more chaos. And furthermore, I'd like to share something. Some of you probably already know this. Some of you probably have already thought of this. But everything we think we know has been something this diabolical enemy has told us, has fed us. We have been trained to be fed, spoon-fed, the truth. We don't even know how to feed ourselves truth because we wait for the news to tell us, or we wait for some quote-unquote official to confirm something, instead of using the gifts that we were created with, minds of our own. Now, I'm going to share the link to a video that will probably be one of the greatest historical lessons you've ever had in your life. It is one of the most informative documentaries I've ever watched. And it has information in there that might put some questions to rest about this situation and other situations. I'll put a link in this video. It's called Everything is a Rich Man's Trick. And I will say there's one little section that of research that I have done that has given me a different perspective of some people. But I can say that's the only thing that differs in what this man has put together. It's very informative, and I highly encourage everyone to watch every moment of it. It's lengthy, so you probably can't do it in one sitting, but it'll be worth every moment of your time. And I also want to take a second to shout out General Smedley Butler, one of, if not the most highly decorated Marine Corps generals in this nation's history, and one of the most honorable men that most of the public probably hasn't even heard of. And if it were not for General Smedley Butler, Marines will know exactly who that is. Had it not been for him, this country would have been swallowed up a long time ago. He's an unsung hero. So thank you, General Smedley Butler. Thank you, sir. And the most important moment of this video is I would like to thank President John Fitzgerald Kennedy. There are details that surround what happened that day and surround other things that I have discovered that will shine a much brighter light on this gentleman. Ultimately, those details will be revealed. I think I've referenced this in another video that I have. Some of the details of not only what happened that day, but before that, are part of a story that I'm not entitled to share. But ultimately, everyone will learn of them. And when you do, you'll appreciate this man as much as I do. Because I refer to Donald John Trump as the greatest president in my lifetime. President John Fitzgerald Kennedy will be the greatest president of all time. Thank you, sir. And before anybody begins to think that I'm worshiping men, this is not my worshiping man. The creator, the almighty, the big boss, the chief is numero uno. So this is not me worshiping man. This is me admiring the anointing that I see on these gentlemen. I do not worship men. I honor the Most High, the Father, and His Son, and I do my best to recognize the anointing He placed upon people. And my admiration for Him and the greatest president of my lifetime have zero to do with politics. I don't admire them because they're politicians. I admire and love them because they're not. And I hope everyone can see the difference, because the political beast that has taken over this country is the only avenue for the big boss to get our attention. You see? He doesn't choose perfect men. He chooses perfect men for the job. And these two gentlemen had a big job. So thank you, sir. And seek the truth, everyone, please.